Yo, what is up, my golden boys and girls? Chandler here. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. And today we're finally getting to it. We're going to do a review on Ultimate Valkyrie B-193. So, this is basically supposed to be the final Valkyrie. I bet you there's going to be one released for the final season. But as you guys can see, it is basically a hodgepodge of all the designs. As you can see, it lists them up here. Some of them are really minuscule, but yeah, so you can see the back. It comes with all new it comes with all but one new part, which the only non-new part is variable dash, which was originally pretty hard to get, so finally an easily accessible version. As you can see, it comes with the Valkyrie 2 core, it comes with the Ultimate core, and it comes with the 9 armor and the Legacy disc and the variable dash driver. It's a crazy attack stat, as well as it has some rubber hooks on it, so that's pretty cool. As you can see, it's owned by Vault, with a very similar design to a Season 1 design. And you can see on the box that it is bursting Astral Spriggans, so pretty cool. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. So here is Ultimate Valkyrie. I have done battles with it before, and why is... I have Evolution Dash on it. I just realized that is the anime stock. I was doing some testing with it earlier, so totally forgot. But yeah, this is what it looks like with the actual stock. Oh, I am such an idiot. And you can see there's a lot going on, and I will say this is probably like I don't really like how this one looks. Like, I will admit, it looks a lot better outside of the box than it does in the box, but still, it's just kind of meh. So let's go over it part by part, and I'll tell you what everything is based off of. So let's start off with the core. As you can see, the core seems to it has the diagonally facing head from Victory Valkyrie. You guys can see it, right? As you also can notice, is that the centerpiece is very similar to Strike God Valkyrie with the Strike God ship. And there's also a red S here, and I don't know if that's referring to Spriggan in any way, but I just thought I'd point that out because I don't think anyone else has noticed that or pointed that out, but it's pretty cool. It's unlike all DB cores, it actually remains one color throughout the whole thing with just added little printing bits, which is actually pretty nice. Here are the teeth. They're pretty blocky, very similar to that of Slash Valkyrie. So, pretty cool. Next up we have is the 9 armor. This is a heavily inspired by the wing disc. I don't have a wing disc on me. Oh wait, yes I do. You guys can see it has kind of the wing design. And it has 9 little diagonal little bits on there for the 9 armor. Really cool, and it is the only armor to actually have a sticker on its little tab. Next up we have is the Ultimate Blade. This has a couple of references, and I actually have misplaced my winning Valkyrie, so I don't know where it is, but these little blades here are a reference to winning Valkyrie's little kind of side wings between the blades. These outer parts are a reference to Savior Valkyrie. This main layer shape is a reference to the original Valkyrie. I also forgot to mention on the core, the little face paint is a reference to Brave Valkyrie. And then, yeah, and also, I think the rubber might be a reference to a chassis, maybe. I'm not sure. 2A chassis rubber is a lot softer. So that is the Ultimate Blade. Very cool. Looks like it will be really good for smash attack. From my testing, it's not really good for KOs, but it does burst stuff with weaker burst resistance, so it seems like it's fine. Next up, we have the Legacy disc. So as you can already notice, this is a very reminiscent of Victory Valkyrie's boost disc. See 6 downward facing blades, and you can also see the little lines. But also, it is a reference to the 6 disc with the little holes there, as well as it also could probably apply to the 12 disc. It also has the Z's from Chozy Valkyrie's Zenith disc. As you guys can see, there's little Z's there. And yeah, I guess you could also say it's another reference to Savior because it's compatible with the DB system, but still. And lastly, we have the variable dash driver, which is the exact same color as the original variable driver in terms of its plastic. It might be a little darker. Actually, on camera, it looks a little darker. Hang on. Seems a little more likely. Just checking the shades. That's way too bright. Way too dark. I think it might be a reference to the Ultimate Reboot driver in color. But it's primarily a reference to Victory Valkyrie. So let's assemble it. So this is a weird one because you have to align it properly. So you want to align this gold sticker, or this yellow sticker, with one of the wings, like this. Then you want to align the wing, the major wing, with that little gold piece. And then boom, your layer's assembled. And just assemble it how you would a normal Beyblade. So finally, an evolution for Valkyrie from Savior. A lot of people didn't like Savior, but if you actually told me to pick which one I liked the design of more, I'm going to say Savior. I like Savior a little more. But now, finally, we have evolutions for all, DB evolutions for all of them. So we got Dynamite, Dangerous, Savior, Raphael, Savior, Ultimate. So, without further ado, it's also safe to mention that the anime render had Evolution Dash. That might be for a separate video. But we're going to do a quick little test launch. And what better way to do a test launch than with the Valkyrie Power Launcher. Go shoot! It's got some speed to it, doesn't it? Okay, let's do an angle launch. A little low to the stadium, so it's going to scrape a little bit, but yeah, it's not going to maintain a pattern. Pretty sluggish. Alright. So, let's put it in a battle against Savior. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Running out of stamina. All right. So, yeah. Oh, let's do it a little. Let's show it off in high mode, and we'll do a test battle in high mode against Greatest Raphael. So with high mode, you just flip the armor upside down and you put the core underneath. There it is in high mode. Kind of funky. All right, Greatest Raphael. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Raphael's just hanging out in the center. See what damage Valkyrie inflicted. No clicks on Raphael. Valkyrie got 1 click. Interesting. So yeah, let's do a. I also forgot to mention that this thing actually has molding on the bottom, like not even reinforcement, just nice looking molding, which is really cool. I think a lot more bays deserve that treatment. All right, let's grab out the Dynamite Stadium or Dynamite Battle Base Stadium. All right, there we go. And we'll just keep it in low mode for this. I'm going to put it up against Astral for the first round, and then I'll put it up against Dangerous, and then I think that will be it. There's Astral. Ultimate's running around. Big hits. And Astral wins. How many clicks? 2 on Astral, none on Ultimate. Alright, Dangerous Belial, you're up. And I'm going to put Valkyrie in high mode, actually. Because I do believe if we do put it in high mode, we actually can burst Belial. That would be a treat if we got to see Belial burst. Ooh, KO. And no clicks. Or maybe there was 1. I'm not sure. I don't care. So that was B-193 Ultimate Valkyrie, guys. The Legacy Bay. And honestly, I'm gonna say the words. I am not a huge fan of this Beyblade. I am not a big fan of it at all. It's just got too much going on in the design. Oh, I forgot to mention the little vents that are a reference to Slash, by the way. I also just realized I looked at the vents. I was like, oh, Slash exists. But yeah, no, this has got a lot of cool little references. It definitely looks better in hand than it does in the packaging. Like, the image on the box doesn't do it as much justice as it does in person. But I'm still not the biggest fan of it. But it's nice. It's definitely one of the more pleasing Beyblades to actually look at. Really nice parts. I can't really see the blade being used for anything that Savior wouldn't already be being used for, because it just doesn't have quite that much recoil. I also have heard rumors, and I'm not sure if this is true. I want people to fact check me on this. That Savior is actually heavier than Ultimate, and they feel about the same, but I'm not entirely sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. There is going to be a Discord server in the link in the description. Feel free to join. Yeah, you know the drill. Just join that server. Behave yourself and stuff like that. Anyway, have an awesome day. Stay safe. Stay awesome. And Beyblade.